up, everyone? Today's Saturday before Christmas. I am just getting ready to play the second quarter of this APBA football game. It's week 3. It's the Monday night game between the Bengals and the Browns. Browns are, I believe, winning 17-6, but it's not how it should be. If you've watched the last few videos that I've put out there playing this game, you'll know that the fumbles are starting to get out of hand, and I'm starting to really kind of get annoyed at it. So I'm going to make some changes to the rules. I just put some football on my TV in front of me. I got Penn State and SMU here. I got Kansas City and Houston here, so we're good there. And let me just show you some stats before I actually talk about my change here. So up on the screen, I've got my replay stats here on the left, and I've got what happened in real life here on the right. So here's like the top 10 fumble guys in the NFL. This is for the entire year of 1989. You can see that Randall Cunningham had 17 fumbles. In my game, through 3 games, he already has 10. So if you kind of extrapolate, is that the word I want? Extrapolate that out to 16 games, that's like 53 fumbles. That's not going to work. Some of the other guys, like Don Mikowski. I mean, I like that it's got the guys that led the league, Don Mikowski. He's in second. He's in third overall. I don't think Mark Rippon has any fumbles in my game, so good for him. Chris Miller, he's third. He's 5th overall, so that's good. So that part's correct. The guys who are fumbling, that's correct, but the amount of times they fumble is just it's out of hand. So based on what I'm seeing here, with the number of fumbles that are happening in my game versus how many happen in real life, I'm going to try to knock that down. I'm going to call it my 80-20 rule. I'm going to knock it down by 80%. And when a fumble number comes up in the book, like, F34, F28, whatever, on offensive plays, I'm not doing this on kicking. I'm not doing this on, like, if a defensive guy intercepts a pass and then he fumbles, that's a fumble. I'm not worried about this. This is literally just offensive plays. I'm going to roll the 20-sided die, and 1 through 4, the fumble stays. 5 through 20, the fumble didn't happen. And if the fumble didn't happen, the way that I'm going to resolve the play is just roll in the fumble column, and whatever comes up in there is what I'm going to call. So if it says like 22 D4 and it was a pass play, then I'm going to make it a 22-yard pass and it's a completion. If it's, -5 D1 and it's a pass play, I'm just going to make it a quarterback sack. If it's a run play and it's like 7 or -2, that's just what the running back got. So that's how I'm going to handle this. It's really taken all the enjoyment out of the game if teams are constantly turning it over and over and over. And like, if we look at this game, we're 45 seconds into the second quarter, and let's just go with a quick box score here. And you can see that, let's see, Cincinnati, they've already got 3 fumbles and they've lost 2, and they have an interception. That's 3 turnovers. I mean, could that happen? Yeah, it could happen. But, getting 6 or 7 fumbles in a game, that doesn't happen very often. So I'm hoping that the dice, maybe with my little orange die here, my little 80-20 rule, hopefully that'll work it out, bring the fumbles down a little bit, and make it a little more fun for me. As I've said many, many times when I play this game, I love offense. If every game was 41-38, I'd be happy. And seeing this at 17-6, this isn't right. The Browns have 55 total yards, but they have 3 different scoring drives. And if we go back to the box score, let's see. One drive was, it doesn't have the total of yards. Oh, they had a pick 6. And then the other 2 drives, I know they were short drives. I don't know if that's in here or not. Is there like a drive chart? Let's see. Game reports, drive summaries. Let's see if it's in here. Yeah, here we go. So their first one, 3 plays, 1 yard, and they got a field goal. And then we've got 2 plays, 6 yards, and we've got a touchdown. Like, that's not right. I even though I want the Browns to win and I'm rooting for the Browns to win because they're my favorite team, I still don't want it to be like this. So we're going to go ahead and kick off here with Cleveland. We're going to play the second quarter, see how this works out. I'm sure the fumble number will come up 3 or 4 times, and we'll see what happens here. All right, so Browns are kicking off. And you'll have to pardon my voice and my sniffing. I am sick. I never get sick, which is what's making it more annoying. I have a sore throat, and I have a bit of a stuffy head, and it's driving me crazy. But so let me just kind of push through here. So 25 is going to be for Matt Barr. 25 in the K column is a 19. And 19 is 6 yards deep into the end zone. That's a 71.09. And they're going to go ahead and just take a knee there. All right. So that would be Stanford Jennings. And he's going to take a knee. All right. So it's 1st and 10 now at the 20 for Cincinnati. And we will go. What are we going to do here? We'll go standard offense. Probably do that most of the time. So it's going to be an outside run. All right. 32, 55, 55. Stanford Jennings, our kick returner. And 32 is a CD. All right, so Jennings on the outside. 64. That's a 10. And he gets 0 yards. So no gain from Stanford Jennings. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Let's go short pass heavy here. And we're going to go medium pass. 56 is going to be an AS. And we'll go AD since I made it a short pass heavy. 34 is going to be Timmy McGee. He's an A, so we'll stay at AD. All right, Esiason to McGee. Medium pass. 65. That is an 18. And that is going to be incomplete. So 2 plays for 0 yards for Cincinnati. Maybe it is supposed to be 17-6. I don't know. All right. 3rd and 10. Let's go short pass heavy here. And we've got a short pass. Another 56. That's another AS. Make it an AD. 35 this time. It's back to Tim McGee. So it's basically the same play except it's a short pass. All right. So Esiason to McGee. 12. That is a 26. Esiason. He's going to take off and run. Run against an AS. Oh, an 11 pops up. That's a 3. And he gets 23 yards on the scramble. Oh, man, Boomer. I don't remember him having a reputation for speed, but good play. That'll be a 1st down. 1st and 10 now on the 43 for Cincinnati. They have 102 yards rushing and 5 yards passing. Boomer, 1 of 6 for 5 yards. That's pretty amazing. So we're going to go back to our standard offense. And we're going to stick with that outside run. And 54 this time. High numbers on those defenses. 54 is an AD. 35 is James Brooks. So Brooks against an AD. That's a good defense to run against. A 65. So close to those 64s. That's a 24. So close to those 66s, I mean. That's going to be a 1-yard gain for James Brooks. It's going to make it 2nd down and 9. And let's go back to short pass heavy. Got to get Boomer going here. And that is going to be a short pass. All right. 61. That's going to be Ira Hillary. I believe he's a backup kick returner. I got him on. Yeah, here he is. And he's a wide receiver too. Well, his rating is 2. And he's our backup kick returner. He's a C. 15 on the defense is an AD. Leave it right there. Nope, make it a BD actually. All right. So we're going to go Esiason dumping it off to Ira Hillary. 16 for Boomer. It's a 20. And that is going to be incomplete. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Bengals. And we're going to go ahead and go short pass heavy again. All right, it's a short pass. All right, 31 on the defense. That's a CS. We'll make it a CD. 35, back to Tim McGee again. It's a BD. Tim McGee's his favorite target here on this drive. Hasn't connected with him yet. 14. Oh, there's your fumble number right there. So it didn't take me very long to get one. For Boomer Esiason, I may have showed this in the last video, but for Boomer Esiason, a 14, which is normally a penalty, is actually a 33 on that pass column. And that I don't like. So let's see what we got here. What was it, 33? Yeah. That's an F37. Let's check it out. I believe that'd be their 4th drive, too. This would be their 4th drive that ends on a fumble if it actually stands. Again, 1 through 4 is your fumble. And we got a 15, so no fumble occurs here. So let's check the result of the play. 51. Oh, we've got minus 14. So he is going to be sacked on the play. So Esiason, minus 14. Big sack there. Uh-oh, Tank Dell looks like he's hurt. I think he caught a touchdown, though. 12, that is going to be Andrew Stewart. And as a Browns fan in 1989, that's right in the heart of me being a Browns fan. I have no idea who Andrew Stewart is, but he got the sack. And that's going to make it 4th down and 23. Oh, that's not a good knee injury, especially when your own man runs into you. That is not good. It was a nice catch, though. All right. Okay, so we're going to bring out Lee Johnson to punt. I wouldn't recommend watching the replay of that. I mean, CJ Stroud looks like he's crying. All right, here we go. Lee Johnson on the punt. 62 to 12. We've got a 34-yard punt taken by D10. It's still going to be Gerald McNeil. That's a very poor punt. It's going to be taken at the 36-yard line by the Ice Cube. 16 is a 27. That's going to be a fair catch. The Browns will take over 1st and 10 on their own 36-yard line. All right, let's go standard offense. 14, that is a short pass. All right, 35. 26. All right, 35, that's going to be Eric Metcalf. He's an A on short passes. 26 is a BS. We'll make it an AS. All right, so Kozar to Metcalf. 46 for Bernie. That's a 17. And that is going to be complete for 4 yards. And that is going to bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Browns on their own 40. Oh, we're going to go with a long pass. Bernie going to air it out. $56, 15. Oh, 56 can't be good. Yeah, oh, that's going to be the Ice Cube. He's fast, but he's a C. 15 on the defense is an AD, so we'll make this a BD. Only 4 completion numbers there. Kozar needs a 11, a 66. Oh, those are the only 2 because 22, 33 are 5s. So we need an 11 or a 66 here. Here we go. And we get a 23. That is not good. That's a 28. He's going to get sacked. And he's going to get sacked for a 9-yard loss. Man, when I was a kid, Bernie Kosar never did anything wrong in my eyes when I was a kid. But my buddies always used to throw the ball away. They used to yell at, throw it away, quit taking sacks. This is going to be Barney Bussey, the safety that gets him. But in my eyes, he never did anything wrong. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 15 on the 31-yard line. We'll go medium pass heavy here. And we've got a 16, which is a medium pass. All right, 13. That's going to be, is that Eddie Brown? No, I'm sorry. Is that Webster Slaughter? Yeah. It'll be Webster Slaughter. He's an A. 22 on the defense. That'll be a BD. We'll make it an AD. We're going to go Kosar to Slaughter. 61. 12. And that is going to be incomplete. And we're going to have another 4th down. Kosar to Slaughter. Incomplete. Boy, neither quarterback really doing anything here. Kosar at least is close to 50%, a 7 of 15, but only 37 yards. And Esiason, 1 of 7 for 5 yards. Not great passing games here. We'll go ahead and punt. We'll bring out Brian Wagner. 35. 35 is a 6. Where are we at here? 30. That is a 40-yard punt, and it will be taken by Mike Martin. 40-yard punt from Brian Wagner. I actually have in this college game, SMU, or as I like to call them, SMU and Penn State, I actually have the over in this game. It's 54. Right now it's at 41. I think there's a chance there. The problem is I also have SMU plus 8.5, and they're down 38-3. That's going to make it tough to come back. All right, so Mike Martin is going to take the ball on the 29-yard line. Oh, a 66 from Mike Martin. That's a 9. Only a 9? Wow, a 66 for him is only a 17-yard return. They really need to find a better punt returner that year. But that will give Cincinnati the ball. 1st and 10 on their own 46-yard line. All right, I'm back. I took a hit of Afrin there. You guys have never taken Afrin? Whew. That stuff will clear you out so quick. It's fantastic. But you can only do it like 3 times in 3 days, and then you get addicted, and it starts to not work anymore. And it's pretty sad because if you could, I just use it every day. It's fantastic. Anyway, all right, so 1st and 10 Bengals, 46-yard line, their second possession, since I turned the recording on. And we're going to start with standard offense. 15 is going to be a short pass. Trying to work Boomer into this game. I don't want to have to bring in Eric Wilhelm. Or who's the other backup they have? Turk Schonert. Oh, man, that name goes back a ways. All right. $52-36. And we are going back to Timmy McGee. Holy cow. He's an A. 52 is a CG. And we will go BG. The Browns are guessing run here. It ain't happening. 45 for size, and that's a 15. And that is going to be complete, but just 1 yard on the reception. Like I'm watching a high school game. A not very good high school game. All right, 2nd and 9. And we're going to go 16. So we're staying with that short pass. All right, 52. That's going to be Kendall Smith. He's a C. The Browns put a 66 up there. That's a CD, and that's where we'll stay. All right, so Esiason dumping it off to Kendall Smith. 63. That'll be a 31. And that is the least rare of the rare plays, the RP7. All right. And that is an 8. Oh, this is a big one. Illegal shift by the offense before the pass. Pass is incomplete, but the defense roughs the passer. Disregard offensive foul and enforce 15-yard penalty against the defense. First down. So the Browns with the roughing the passer. So penalty. So this, I was looking on YouTube yesterday for this game, and I didn't actually get to that point, but this could be the infamous Sam Weich. You don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati, when they were like throwing snowballs or something on the field. And there was a lot of fights early on. Felix Wright for the Browns was going nutty for some odd reason. Let's go with this one. So I didn't watch a lot of it, but what I watched, holy cow, was quite interesting. All right, 1st and 10 on the 38 for the Bengals, trying to get back into this game. And we're going to go to an inside run. All right. 65 on your defense is an AS. 53. That is going to be Stanford Jennings again. 41 for Jennings is a 25, and that's going to be no gain. So Stanford Jennings, no gain. And that's going to make it 2nd down and 10 now for Cincinnati. 5. We're sticking with that inside run. All right. Oh, that thing spin. All right. 42. Come on. 42. 63. So 63 is Icky Woods. Oh, the Ickster. See if we can do that shuffle. There he is. He's a fullback 3. He's going against the CS defense. All right, Icky. 42 for Icky. 18. That's pretty good. 18. Oh, wow. That is going to be a gain of... Did I get that right? 42 on the defense is CS. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he only gets 1 yard on that play. Wow. That's good defense right there. He Woods. 30 seconds off the clock. 3rd down and 9 now on the 37 for Cincinnati. Still about 20 yards off of field goal range. Short pass heavy. We'll go short pass. 23 on the defense. That's not great. That's a CG. We'll make it a CS. 51 is Kendall Smith again. He's a C, so we'll stay at CS. We go Esiason to Kendall Smith. 53 for Boomer. That's a 12. And that is going to be an incomplete pass, and that's going to bring up 4th down. All right, we got to take a look at the field goal chart here. What was that to Kendall? All right, so 37. That's 55 yards. I mean, I doubt he even has any make numbers that are 55 yards on his card. But we'll check. Jim Breach. He's mostly 7 and 9. I mean, he is he's like 50% 9. And that's definitely no good. Neither is 7. We're going to have to punt here. I don't think he has a make on his card from that far. So bringing in Lee Johnson. Another punt. 51 is a 6. And that is going to be a touchback. So it's a 37-yard punt. And Cleveland takes over 1st and 10 down their own 20. And they're going to start with an inside run. All right, 44. That will be... Is that Tim Manoa? Yes, it is. That is Tim Manoa. And 33 on the defense is going to be a BG. All right, so Tim Manoa up the middle. A 66 for the big man. That's a 15. And he is going to be good for 16 yards on that run play. It's going to make it 1st and 10 now for the Browns on their own 36-yard line. And we're going to go outside run. All right, 61, 63. And we're going to go to Barry Redden. That's a name I haven't said yet. He's a backup fullback. 63 is a BD. So Barry Redden. 16. That's a 26. Yeah, he gets stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. Gets no gain on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. 7 minutes to go in this second quarter. All right, and we're going to go short pass heavy, and we're going to go short pass. All right, 45. 45 is going to be Ozzie Newsome. He's a B. 52 is CG, and we'll make it CS. So it's going to be Cozart and Newsome. 61 for Bernie. That's a 12. And that is just incomplete. After Christmas, I'm looking at another set. Just for fun, just for something a little different. So we'll definitely talk about that. The Browns did have a really good year. I'm not going to buy a set where they're bad, which limits me to the number of sets I can actually buy. So there was a season that I'm looking at getting, not only because they were a pretty good team, but there was something else that happened that year that was pretty exciting. So, but that'll be probably within the next couple weeks. I'll order it. All right, 3rd and 10. Let's go short pass heavy. And we're in a medium pass, right? Yep. 13 is going to be Webster Slaughter. He's an A. 41 is an AS, making an AD. So we go Cozart to Slaughter. 56. These numbers are awful. 20. And that is going to be incomplete. And we're going to have another punt. But maybe the fumble made things more exciting because these punts are brutal. The final score of this game was like 21-14 or 21-7. All right. Let's see. So we're going to bring out Brian Wagner. 14. We haven't had a penalty yet. We're about to get one, I think. 14 is going to be a 35. Yep. Oh, no. We have an F6, so we have our second fumble. This one I'm going to count because it's on a kick. But we have a penalty, so let's check the penalty first. It's a TZ. 26, that'll be on the offense. Yeah, that's going to be holding, right? Yeah, that's going to be holding on the offense. So let's check the fumble. Can't get away from fumbles, guys. Do what you try as hard as you can. They're like cockroaches. All right, so 64. And that is minus 13, but it is picked up by Greg Rakosi, the center. So unless he can run for 23 yards, Cincinnati's going to take over deep in Cleveland territory. 23. That's a 30. He's going backwards. Yeah, he goes 3 yards backwards. Wait, he didn't have a fumble recovery 0. No. So he goes backwards 3 yards. So Cincinnati's going to decline that penalty. We're going to go punt. We're going to go minus 13. Browns recover. And then fumble return is Greg Rakosi, the center. And he's going to lose 3 yards. And Cincinnati's going to take over 1st and 10 on the Browns' 20-yard line. Okay. Let's see. First and 20. Let's go standard offense here. 16 is a short pass. We still do have medium pass, but this is a short one. $45 for the defense, 65 for your receiver. And that will be John Holyfield. He's a backup running back. There he is. He's a halfback 1. Well, he will be your receiver. He's a C, not surprisingly. Your defense is a 45. That's a BS. We'll make it a CS. All right. Esiason to Holyfield. 63 for Boomer. Oh, it's a 31. Oh, this is going to be incomplete, but there is a penalty down. We have a TH. Oh, it's going to be on the defense. 26. That is that's our second roughing the quarterback of the half. This is going to be 15 yards. It's going to be half the distance to the goal. So penalty. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty. Auto first down. Smack it into Boomer Esiason again. And it's going to make it first and goal now on the 10 for Cincinnati. And so we're going to go standard offense, but all passes now are short passes. 14 is that short pass. All right, 64. 64. 64 is Craig Taylor. Boy, these options at receiver for both teams. When you're up there in the A's, they're good options, but these bottom ones are terrible. He's a C. And 64 on the defense is a CS. We'll make it a CS. All right, so Esiason to Taylor. Oh, an 11. That's a 2. And that is a 21-yard play, and that is enough for a touchdown. So Boomer completes his second pass, his third pass of the game, and it's a good one. It's a 10-yard touchdown pass to Craig Taylor. Bengals pulling to within a score, kicking the extra point here. 12 for Jim Breach. 22. And that is going to be good, and that is going to make it 17-13 now, Cleveland. 5:45 to go in the second quarter. And I believe all points are scored off of turnovers, except for the very first drive, where Cincinnati made a nice long drive but missed the extra point. So 17-13. Let's kick off. 36 for Jim Breach. To 5. And that's going to be kicked to the 1-yard line. 64-09. And we'll go ahead and return it with Eric Metcalf. 15 for Metcalf. That's an 8. And that's going to be a 31-yard return. All right, Metcalf. I did not know that I did not remember that Gerald McNeil and Eric Metcalf played on the same team. I thought they were both punt returners. I'm guessing when McNeil left Cleveland, Metcalf took over as the punt returner because he had that game against Pittsburgh where he had 2 punt returns for touchdowns. I remember that game. That was a great game. All right, 1st and 10 for the Browns on their own 32-yard line. See if they can get something going because right now it's been pretty poor. We'll go standard. We got 5.5 to go. We're going to start with an outside run. I don't really know how this team made the playoffs. It had to be based on their defense. 25. That'll be Metcalf. And that'll be against a BD. All right, so here goes Metcalf around the corner. And we have a 43. That's a 14, so that's a fumble number. Oh, but it's going to be a 3 yards and out of bounds. 13 was the fumble number there. Yeah, that was a fumble in the first quarter, but not in the second quarter. So we're going to run Metcalf 3 yards. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be second down and 7 now. We're going to go inside run. 33, 25. 25 is an AG. 33 is Metcalf. All right, so Metcalf up the middle. And that is a 15. That'll be good. 17. And he's going to get 4 more yards. Going to make it 3rd and 3. Wasn't as good as I thought it would be. And it's going to be 3rd and 3 now on the 39. And we'll go short pass. Actually, let's go standard offense here. And it's an inside run. All right, 62. That's not a good running back. 11, though, that's a good defense. That's a CG. 62 is Barry Redden. So your backup running back against a CG. Not a recipe for success there. But if you roll a 55, it could be 16. Hey, that's going to be 7 yards, and that's a first down. So Barry Redden goes for 7. Bud Carson's just running the ball like crazy on this drive. All right, so now we're going to go pass. We're going to go short pass here. Whoa, jumped out on me. There we go. 52, 56. 56 is an AS. 52 is Tim Manoa, who's a B on short passes. So we'll stay at AS. All right, so we're going to go Kozar to Tim Manoa. Little dump off. 54 to 36. So we have a penalty. But we have a 15-yard completion on the play. So let's check penalty. 36. And that is going to be offside on the defense, and the Browns will decline that penalty. So Kozar to Manoa for 15. That'll stand. 1st and 10 now on the Bengals 39. Browns trying to answer the Bengals touchdown here. Short pass. Uh, 31 and 31. 31 on the defense is a CS. 31 is Reggie Langhorne. There's a name I haven't said. He's an A, so we'll make it a BS. Kozar to Langhorne. Oh, a 66 for Bernie. That's a 2. And that's a 50-yard completion, and that's going to be a touchdown pass for Kozar. Kozar to Langhorne. And that is going to be a 5th, answering the Bengals touchdown. Let's kick the extra point. And that's a 22. That'll be good. And that's going to put the Browns back up by 11, 24 to 13. And we're going to go ahead and kick off now. 3.5 to go. Bengals still have time to try to get something on the board here before the end of the quarter. 61 is a 4. That is going to be 63.09. So that's going to be to the 2-yard line. All right, so returning it, it's going to be Stanford Jennings. 33. 18. Wow, he's going to get a 56-yard return there. All right. Stanford, your punt returner is not that good, but man, you're a kick returner. That's going to be a 56. That's going to put the ball 1st and 10 on the Browns 42 for the Bengals. 3:15 to start. We're going short pass heavy. They still have all 3 of their timeouts. It's going to be a medium pass. I'm going to lose both bets in this SMU game. It's disappointing. 16. 16 would be Eddie Brown. He's an A. 44 is a BD, so we'll make it an AD. So we'll go Esiason to Eddie Brown. 62. 19. That is going to be incomplete. So Esiason goes to 3 for 11. Not great. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Let's go short pass. Let's go. Actually, they have all their timeouts. Let's go standard offense here. And it's going to be an inside run. Let's see if they can get some yardage. Just move the ball forward some amount. All right, 21. Here's some low numbers. 31 is going to be James Brooks. 21 on the defense to BS. Leave it right there. All right. James Brooks up the middle. 62, 24. Oh. And he will get 3 yards on the play. It's going to make it 3rd and 7. A little bit more manageable on 3rd and 7. And it's going to be 3rd down and 3. So let's go short pass heavy here. 14 is a short pass. $41, 62. Ugh. 62 is Ira Hillary. He's a C. 41 on the defense is an AS. Make it a BD. All right, so we're going to go Kozar to Hillary. I'm sorry, Esiason to Hillary. 22 for Boomer. That's a 4. That is going to be a 15-yard completion, and he is going to get pushed out of bounds, giving him one other play before the 2-minute warning. It's going to make it 1st and 10 on the Browns' 20-yard line for the Bengals. And we will go, let's go standard off. No, let's go standard offense here because the clock's going to stop at 2 minutes regardless. And it's going to be an outside run. Oh, look at all those 6s. Defense CG. 65 is Icky Woods. So Icky Woods on the outside run against a CG. Check his card. Okay, so he's good on outside. He can run outside runs. 35 for the Ixter. It's an 18. And he does manage 3 yards on the run. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. All right, 2nd and 7 now on the 17-yard line. We'll go short pass heavy. Oh, and that is going to be a medium pass. I don't have long passes available. So that'll be a medium pass. Oh, big numbers again. 46, 61. 61 is Ira Hillary again. Again, he's a C. 46 is a BS. Make it a CD. All right, so we're going to go Esiason to Hillary. 63 for Boomer. Another 31. And that is going to be an RP6. Our second rare play of the game. But this is an RP6. I don't think I've seen that one very often. Oh, a 12. This is going to get ugly. All right. Holy cow. Okay, here we go. Quarterback. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Quarterback sacked for a 6-yard loss. Fumbles, naturally. Recovered by 07. That's the tight end Rodney Holman, who advances the ball 12 yards. Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on 07. Offense is penalized 15 yards from the end of the play. And here's the kicker. 07 is ejected. So Rodney Holman. All right, so we've got a 6-yard loss on the sack and a fumble. All right, so we have a quarterback sack. Esiason minus 6. They recover, but they do recover. 24. So 24 is going to be Anthony Blaylock coming in on a cornerback blitz. We'll continue, and then it's going to be picked up by Rodney Holman, the big tight end. And he is going to return for how many? 15? 12. So he's going to return it for 12 yards. And so it doesn't say that he goes out of bounds. So Cincinnati, I think, is, well, because of the penalty, it's going to be a 15-second clock anyway. And then there's a penalty on Cincinnati, 15 yards, for unsportsmanlike conduct on Rodney Holman, who was then ejected. What down is it? 3rd and 1, so it's going to stay. It's going to go from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 16. So that was unsportsmanlike conduct. No time off the clock because I put it on the last play. It's going to make it 3rd and 16 on the 26. Rodney Holman is a tight end 3. And he will be replaced in the lineup. They got a couple of tight ends, but they're both 2s. Let's see here. Yeah, so they're going to lose 1 rating point as Jim Riggs goes into the game. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to re-roll. This idea was given to me by a buddy of mine many, many months ago, and I didn't listen at the time. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to re-roll if Rodney Holman gets picked up. I'm just going to give it to Jim Riggs as he's now the starting tight end and would get those targets. The Browns defense goes from an even to a +1. Cincinnati 3rd and 16, 1:45 to go. And we're going to go medium pass heavy on this play. 3rd down and 16 after the fun. 3 is going to be a short pass. All right. 54. 54 is going to be on the defense an AG, but we're going to go AS. 54 here is Mike Martin, the punt returner. He's a C, so we'll go BS. All right, so Esiason to the punt returner, Mike Martin, a 12. That's a 26. Esiason, he's going to take off on his own. And our defense was what now? AG. 23 for Boomer. That's a 30. That ain't good at all. Oof. Yeah, he loses 6 more yards and goes out of bounds. Wow, they were so close down there. So that's actually going to be a sack because it was a pass play. 62 for the Browns. This time is going to be Clay Matthews, future Hall of Famer. So Esiason -6. Clay Matthews. 15 seconds off the clock because he's out of bounds. 4th and 22 now on the 32-yard line. And they might have just backed themselves out of field goal range. I mean, it's 49 yards. The kicker, I mean, I guess in 1989, I would say a kicker should make a 49-yarder. But there are not many numbers that are good here. In fact, does he have anything? This is the other thing I don't like is these kickers. I feel like Jim Breach has made 40-yard field goals in 1989, but according to his card, he has no chance. 22, no good. So his card is littered with 9s, and 9 is no good everywhere. 22. What's a 22? See his 33 number and his 22 number. They're not good. Like 33 is a 7. That's really bad. 66 for crying out loud. That's a 7. That's really bad. I mean, he couldn't have been that bad of a kicker. Who's their backup? Their backup is somebody by the name of Jim Gallery, who has better 11 and 66 numbers. They still wouldn't be good. But so I'm going to have punt here. I don't know what else to do. There's no way he makes a field goal here. He has no chance. Unless a penalty comes up or a rare play. I mean, do I want to do that? You've got penalties at... oh, no, you don't have penalty. You have penalty at 34 and 54. Rare plays maybe at 14. Oh, you have a penalty at 14 also. So you got 3 chances for a penalty. Nope, that's not a good number. And then obviously you have fumble numbers because it's APBA football. Yeah, I'm going to punt here. I don't know what else to do. I mean, it's kind of silly. So 62 for Lee Johnson is a 12. And it is going to be a touchback. So we'll go punt. Lee Johnson. How many yards? 32 yards. And the Browns take over first and their 20. They have all 3 timeouts at a minute 30 to go. Let's go medium pass heavy. And we're going medium pass. All right, 23. 23 is that Reggie Langhorne? Yep. Langhorne's an A. 61's a BS. We'll make it an AD. Kozar to Langhorne. 54. There's your 54. That's a 36. And that is going to be a 25-yard completion, but we do have a penalty. Let's check the penalty here. 45. 31. That is unnecessary roughness. Oh, man. Unnecessary roughness on the defense. 15 from the gain. That's a big play. Kozar Langhorne. 25 yards, right? Yep, 25 yards. And we're going to go 15 because of the penalty. Then we've got, what was it? 31. It was unnecessary roughness on the defense. So that's going to be 15 yards on Cincinnati. No first down marker. And that is going to make it 1st and 10 right on midfield, right at the 50. A minute to go. And all the timeouts. So we'll go short pass heavy. And that'll be a medium. Oh, that's a short pass. All right, 32, 34. 34 is a BG. We'll make it a BS. 32 is going to be Eric Metcalf. He's an A, so we'll make it an AS. So Kozar to Metcalf. 41, 20. And that is going to be incomplete. All right, 45 seconds left. Same play. Short pass heavy. And that is a short pass. And we've got a 16, which is going to be Slaughter. He's an A. 35 is a CS. Make it a BD. So Kozar to Slaughter. 33 for Bernie. That's a 5. And that's going to be good for 12 yards. And the Browns will use a timeout there. 30 and then timeout. All right, 1st and 10 down the Cincy 38. And we'll go short pass heavy again. 18. That's a medium pass. If they get close, they could call timeout and get a field goal attempt here. 13. That's Slaughter again. 33 though. That's a BD. We'll make it an AD. So Kozar to Slaughter. A 33 again. That is good for 23 yards, and he goes out of bounds. They're going to get that field goal attempt. And it's going to be a 32-yard field goal by Matt Barr. And we have a 64. That's going to be a 40. I believe that's going to be good. Yes, it is. That's going to be good. For the Browns. Nice little 2-minute drill. End it with a field goal. And they take a lead into halftime. 27-13. And let me know what you think in the comments of this fumble rule. I'm kind of glad that I did it because I would have had a fumble. I think it would have been like the Bengals' fourth straight possession with the turnover. I don't like that. Just let me know what you think. And I'll be back soon to play the third quarter. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll talk to you later.